The stuff that hasn't printed yet, though. That's the MFP40, right? It is. Good morning and welcome to A1's live stream for Friday, July 15th. Quick live stream without my gal this morning as she is she doing is it Harvest Table? Is that what she's doing? Yes. So she is doing the first part of Kimberbell's Harvest Table event. So if you were taking part in the event and you're watching me and not her, because you've forgotten, don't forget the Harvest event is going on. Not a ton to talk about today. We got Alex back yesterday. The guys have done a very good job on catching up. It actually has been really busy this week, but we've remained within a week on both vacuum and on both vacuum service and sewing service. So, great time to get your machine in and get it serviced while we are caught up. Michelle, did you realize it is officially your second year anniversary?
Time went by so fast.
Yeah, so it's been 2 years that we've had Michelle, so congrats on your second year anniversary. Not a ton to talk about today. I will do a giveaway this week, and we will, I didn't come in prepared with a question. So we did a delivery this morning, and I'm gonna do some videos of both the large cutting table from Unique Sewing Cabinets as well as their whole thread storage system. So my love for the Unique Sewing furniture just continues to grow. We drove on Monday. They've been kind of fitting us into other deliveries and delivering a lot of cabinets to us. And, one of the things that I love about that furniture, beyond it being real wood, beyond everything else, is just the fact that it's designed in such a way to be easy to move. It's designed in such a way to be easily configurable. Good morning, everybody. Your comments have just popped up. It was funny because Pat, the owner of the company, my son was with me to help me move the furniture that we brought home with us from Elk Grove on Monday last week. And we got everything loaded and into the car. And my son got in the car and goes, "That guy knows everything about sewing furniture." Pat's been doing sewing furniture for a really long time. And, we just talked about the fact that, essentially he had a trailer full of cabinets and the bed of his truck was full of cabinets. And the fact that my son and I, with Pat's assistance, were able to move these cabinets out of his truck into my truck. He designs them and packages them so they can be rolled in their boxes. So a single person really can even move these cabinets with a dolly and everything else. It just makes sense. But Dax and I early this morning delivered the 8-drawer thread and embroidery tower to an upstairs location in a customer's room this morning. And the fact that Dax and I can do that with an almost 5-foot high cabinet with 8 drawers is unbelievable. I mean, we just pulled the drawers out and we carried it up. And I mean, the thing's not what I would call light duty at all, but it is, it's made to be deliverable. And it was funny because I was talking to the guy that owns the shop where Pat was delivering the cabinetry last week. I called him to say, hey, I'm going to be down in your area. He and I are friendly. We're friends. And unfortunately, I didn't see him when I got there. Pat kind of had some challenges with traffic in Stockton, and I ended up picking it up kind of later in the evening than the shop was open. But he was like, I haven't done a ton with his cabinets. I've done a lot with Horn and a lot with Koala. And he was kind of telling me, God, man, it's almost impossible to deliver this stuff. It's just too heavy. The MDF cabinets are incredibly heavy. And that's just the nature of MDF. He was also talking about the fact that the design on some of the new Horn cabinets were too deep to get into a lot of ladies' rooms. Like if they didn't have a sliding glass door to get in the room, some of their cabinets were too big to get through a standard door jamb. And it's those kind of design oversights that you just don't find in this stuff. Like the design of the cabinets are such that they can be delivered. The customer can move them without worrying about damaging casters and stuff like that. Little things like when we got into the room, we got everything set up. We had pulled the drawers out of the cabinet to get it upstairs. We very quickly realized that all the drawers were numbered. So, there wasn't this guessing game of what to do. And, I've had a Koala cabinet and it's gorgeous. We had it on sale. I think I was asking $1,600 for it at the quilt show, but I've got their large 3-door cubby. Just the nature of that cabinet is such where it's significantly heavier. It's significantly harder to move. These thread storage cabinets are just brilliantly designed. Like you can fit 200 of the embroidery spools of thread in each drawers. The drawers are actually set up to perfectly accommodate all brands of 20-inch stabilizer, up to 20-inch stabilizer. The divider setup is set up in such a way where you can set up the dividers to do whatever you want. Like if you're separating 10-inch stabilizer, you want to set it up to hold, spools of thread or tubes of bobbins, and then 15-inch stabilizer. It's just kind of brilliant the way that things are set up. So I'm gonna do some videos, expect those in the next couple of days, on both the under long arm storage cabinet that they created. I got one for one of our customers in whitewash and was so enamored with the whitewash. I don't know if you can see it from your angle there, but it's over there. But I'll be doing some good morning. I'll be doing some videos regarding the storage cabinets. Like that particular storage cabinet will hold king cones of thread, and is actually designed. You can see it kind of right over right there. Sitting underneath our long arm. They're actually designed to sit underneath the long arm. And actually, they're set up to be about 6 inches deeper. But I said to Pat, hey, I've got my batting rail on my long arm, as does my customer. And he goes, no big deal. I'll just make it at 18 inches. And that way it'll fit perfectly under there, and you could still operate the machine while it's underneath the actual table. So, it's stuff like that I've just, you guys can tell I love the unique sewing furniture. I really do think it is the best stuff that money can buy. For our giveaway today, and Jeannie wanted me to point these out, Miss Rickers, thank you very much for your sample. Jeannie had gotten this pattern for a daily deal. She kind of loves these kind of practical projects, and Miss Nancy Rickers had actually made one and brought it in to show Jeannie, and Jeannie had asked her if we could use it as our sample in the store, if we could show it as our sample in the store. So it's around the bobbin, has two different designs, a large and a small. But basically, it is a, let's see. The materials are fabric and batting and a silicone trivet holder. So this is the size small, and this is the size large. But it is really, really cool. So, I mean, there's a little bit of batting in there. You can see, Nancy did the I don't even know what you call that, the hatched quilting on that. But the beauty of it is the silicone backing that sits in there. And Nancy, beautiful work. But that way, you can put your hot items, your casserole dishes, your hot pots, etc., onto your tables without damaging tables or non-heat safe countertops. So these are on the sites. And I believe they're discounted. I don't know. I think Jeannie had said to me,
daily deal was 20% yesterday.
Okay, so that they're on the site and they are listed at 20% off. I don't know if they're still on the promotions page, but this is going to be our giveaway. And given the fact that I don't have a question for you ladies, they're really cool. Like, Jeannie handed me this and I was like, oh, that's, it's funny. People ask all the time in the store, like, do you sew? And I can sew. I can work on the sewing machines, but I'm not what I would consider a sewist. Jeannie's the sewist in the household. I mend my clothes because Jeannie doesn't mend. But and I've like fixed gear and stuff like that ever since the PQ 1500 SL has come into our house. Like, I've done a lot of gear repair. Like, I've fixed some stuff that I didn't feel comfortable fixing on Jeannie's other machines, but like, I've done webbing repairs on backpacks. I've actually sewn up a number of pairs of like climbing gloves and work gloves because I feel comfortable with using it on leather or using it for that kind of work. But so like, it's funny, like a lot of the projects that come in, like, I always think it's great. I think it's really cool to see what you ladies can do. But I'm getting back to that enamored word. Like, I am with I'm a gear guy, and like well-designed gear. I don't get to talk about, you've heard me talk about vacuums. So you see that I can get passionate about vacuums, and I get passionate about the sewing machines too, because I really do believe that we sell the best machines and the ones that work and the ones that really perform the best and are the best buy for the dollar. The silicone is included. It's part of the package there. But I think it's really cool when I see stuff that is practical, when I see stuff that, works and is well designed. And so, I've seen like Jeannie's, like the bowl cozies and the stuff that Jeannie's done with the batting. But I love just how simple this is with that silicone, because I know how well the silicone works. We have a couple of silicone trivets and pot holders at the house, and I just think that's really, really cool. And they're $12.99 at 20% off. They'll end up around $10. I mean, you're going to spend more than that if you go buy a trivet. So, I mean, the fact that it's cost effective as well is really cool. Jeannie also did want me to let you ladies know, and I don't know if she's gotten the class up yet, but our nested rulers are in stock. So, and it's funny because I don't know if Jeannie's taken hers home yet. The protective paper is still on them. But you could see A1 Vacuum and Sewing, and our website is actually etched on the rulers. But these are the rulers that Jeannie will be using for the sandwich bag class that she'll be doing. So these are the, samples of the sandwich bags that Jeannie's made and has used for so long in our house. And so those rulers are available and they're up on the site. And I believe those are a great deal as well. We will be pointing out they are nested rulers, and that outer ruler, which can be used at 2 different sizes, definitely you're going to want to be careful with those. Just because of their size, you don't want them to break. So we will do a giveaway on Tuesday. And we're just going to pick 2 lucky winners. So, make sure you make a comment, say hello, let us know where you're from if you're new. I actually had a funny experience this week where I was calling customers regarding orders just to confirm stuff before I ship stuff out, and had a great time talking to some ladies that I'd never spoken to before. And it's kind of a funny experience where I start talking to somebody and then they'll mention something where I'm like, oh, they know this about me. They must watch the live stream. And great conversations with some gals that are like, I watch you guys every day. So make sure you say hello, let us know where you're from, and you can take part in that. We'll use a random comment picker on Tuesday for our 2 lucky winners. For those of you who don't know, we do a giveaway every Friday. If you're out of town, you still win, but we'll call you and you pay the actual shipping. You just cover the cost of shipping to send that item to you. And we do that every Friday and every Tuesday. Jeannie is she is in the middle of the harvest event. So she's teaching the first class for the harvest event. Also, just to let you know, plan-wise, I don't think it'll have a major effect on the store, but we are in the middle of college tour season. Next week, I'll be in the store through Friday, but then I will be out of the store from Friday evening through Wednesday. So if you need something from me, best time to do it will be next week, Tuesday. Well, I'll be in the store today and Saturday, and then back in the store through the week, Tuesday through Friday. But Kai and I are going to be touring northern schools in Montana. And then Jeannie and I are switching places, and she is flying out to Colorado to do the Colorado schools with the kids the back half of that week. So Jeannie will be around normal time, essentially through Wednesday, the week following next, which I believe is the 27th. I don't know if she'll be in the store that day. She might be in kind of in the morning and then flying out midday. And Kai's going to fly down to meet her in Colorado, and I'll drive home from Montucky. But yeah, that's the current update. Have a fantastic weekend, and we will see you ladies next week. And make sure to comment. It'll be up through the weekend, so you can comment through the weekend to get your chance at the giveaway for next week. Thanks so much for your support, and have a great weekend. Bye.